The mapping with this, if I say, is amazing. This is not giving you back 100% how good it is. So smooth experience. The speed, damage, tankiness is amazing. What's up guys, Pidget here. Because this build is focusing on high movement speed, I want to start with that. The build right now in mapping environment has more than 310% movement speed. We are achieving this with a couple of things. As you know, with the new league we got tattoos. The build is using 20. All of this is giving us movement speed, 2% per tattoo. We choose Pathfinder because she will increase the Quicksilver effect by a lot. Alone this will give us 150% movement speed. This is up all the time. We also have many on-kill effects. Because we constantly killing, we can keep up these effects. We have Onslaught on kill. This is 20% movement speed by default. Phasing on kill, while we have this buff, we get 10% extra movement speed. Because we using Death Rush unique ring, we can get Adrenaline, which is 25% movement speed. We also have Elusive from Withering Step, which is giving us 30% additional movement speed. I'm not enabled this in POE because when we start attacking we losing this buff. Also, if you're talking about speed, you can't leave out the Haste Aura, which is giving us 21% movement speed. With all of this combined, we got more than 310% movement speed in our build. Without damage, speed is worth nearly nothing. Let's see what things we got on the damage side. The build is using 2 active skill gems, one for mapping, one for bossing. Don't worry, you don't have to switch around any links. First skill is our clear skill, Caustic Arrow. You fire with your bow and where this projectile lands, it will create caustic ground and this will dealing chaos damage over time. Alone this skill is not too good for clearing. Because of that, we adding Aura Nova support to it. With this combination, our clear will be much faster. Our bossing skill is Toxic Rain. Firing a projectile with your bow and where it lands you create a spark pod and this will start dealing chaos damage over time in an area and they can overlap with each other. You need to reach a certain increased area threshold to get out the maximum overlap. The magic number is 39%. At this point all of your pods will overlap. We're reaching this using the bow mastery on the tree, that's 20, quality on Toxic Rain 10%, the remaining we will get from a simple growth crest from our bench and voila! We have 39% increased area effect. Our biggest and best multiplier is coming from a secondary source. We will inflict with our own bosses, which is 90% chaos damage taken increase by default. Also we get an Ascendancy node that will increase the wither effect and also give us chance to inflict wither. Because the on hit doesn't have good uptime, we need to use Withering Step. This will instantly add 6 stack wither on the target. I'm also using the anomalous version, which will inflict 2 additional wither and increasing the quality with Ancient support. So with one signal button we will inflict 9 wither stack that will ramp our damage, while the Toxic Rain is also applying more stacks. In POE I take the frenzy charges, because we're using Blood Rage to get frenzy charges while mapping. Of course this is not active on some boss fights because the boss does not summon additional adds, but it's good burst in the first 10 seconds. On the defensive side, we're converting almost all the physical damage taken to elemental damage. We have 88%. Using Lightning Coil, that's alone 50%. A unique flask, namely Taste of Hate, 24%. Because we have increased flask effect node allocated on the tree, 14% from our helmet. Because we take that many damage as elemental, we can use all the elemental damage reduction flask, Ruby, Topaz and the unique Sapphire flask, Taste of Hate. So we're using the damage we take from the physical damage we converting to elemental damage. At this build, I can mention the life gain on kill. When you kill a single enemy, you will gain 7% of your life back. We also have recover 4% life when you use a flask. This build has really high flash charge gain. So at every pack of monster or flasks will immediately activate again, giving us 60% life back minimum. This could be more, this depends how big pack was you killed. Using Grace Aura for evasion rating, so we almost can die from monsters, basic attacks or projectiles. This build also chill and freeze immune. We got also other ailments avoidance 60%. This is enough to not get shocked or ignited on maps. Of course, you can get 100% with a single unique Javel Ancestral Vision, but I think it's not mandatory to run in this build, but if you want, you can just swap out a rare Javel. The mapping with this, if I say, is amazing. This is not giving you back 100% how good it is. So smooth experience. The speed, damage, tankiness is amazing. I don't have to worry about the map mods because there is 0 map mods that breaks the build. Also the expedition encounters with this is a dream. We only have to avoid the immune chaos damage and that's it. When I'm mopping, I just place the detonator in the middle and check if chaos immune, if not, just press detonate and collecting loot. Also, when you hear the artifacts collecting sound, it's so satisfying. I'm using this build for farm invitations and guardian maps. If you want to know how I'm doing it, check out my low investment ultra strategy I put in the description. I would like if you hit the like button like the shaper hitting the elder so it can start spread to more people. Thank you. Few important things you need in the build. Aim on your weapon, +1 Sogative bow gems, increase chaos damage overtime multiplier, craft +2 Sogative support gems and chaos damage overtime. On your keyword, normal damage overtime multiplier, increase damage with bows, and life. Also worth to mention, you need penetrating keyword, because this will help with your clear. On your amulet, damage overtime multiplier, and +1 to all chaos skill gems. Or anointment is sovereignty. Using a few unique items in the build. Lighting coil unique body armor. This is big physical damage reduction for the build. Death rush unique ring. This will give us adrenaline and life on kill. The better the rolls, the better on the maps. Also, the price will be higher if you want nearly perfect rolls. The following implicits you can craft with the Eldish currency. Spam till you get the following. On your helmet, percentage of physical damage taken as lightning damage, percentage reduce mana cost of attacks. We have a helmet enchantment as well. Haste has increased mana reservation efficiency. You can get grace or malevolence as well, doesn't matter. When you crafting your helmet and you can get the mana reservation mod on this with essences, you can just swap out the Ether of Words mod to reservation and you're good to go. I just got lucky by spend a few essence on this. On your boots, change to avoid elemental ailments and increase action speed. We have an enchantment here as well. 80% chance to avoid being stunned if you killed recently. This is very strong on mapping. On your gloves, projectile speeds an additional enemy and chaos damage overtime multiplier. In this build, I need to mention the crafts we using on our gear. On the ring, -7 to total mana cost. With this, we can use our attacks freely. On our helmet, physical damage taken as fire damage. On the glass, +1 socketed AoE gems and 9% increased area effect. It's important to get exactly 9% for our toxic rain. On the boots, increase movement speed and chance to get onslaught on kill. On belt, increase damage. Before we starting the flex section, with Pathfinder you don't have to cap your resistance with your gear because you will have 100% uptime on the resistance flasks. So you don't have to worry about capping your resistance. With the gear, just your chaos resistance. Flasks we using is a ruby, topaz, unique sapphire flask, taste of hate, quicksilver and the divine life flask. On the utility flasks, you need to have this mod, reduce duration and increased effect. Pay attention when you rolling your flasks, because there is many mod combination with these two, but the duration reduce even bigger so your flask will not have 100% uptime. The submods on these two is reduce mana cost of skills. You can get this from the betray mechanic when unveiling flask. On the other flask, additional elemental resistance. Pantheons we using is the following. On boss fights, Soul of Solaris, Minor, Soul of Rislata. The low life part could be life-saving if you start panicking when your life drop below half. For mopping, I switching to Soul of Lunaris. Bandits, 2 passive point. I just want to highlight a few things on the passive tree that you need for the build. Using 2 8 passive caster jewel with Wicked Pole, Unwavering Evil, and Unholy Grace. 3 medium caster jewel with Repeater, Shrieking Bolts, Spiked Concation, Special Reserve. On the other side of the tree, 8 passive caster jewel with Wicked Pole, Unwaveringly Evil, and Unholy Grace. Medium cluster jewel with Fasting and Special Reserve. The rest of the jewels is rare with life and chaos damage overtime and area damage. I bought jewels with area damage fractured and used Harvest to reforge life till I hit the chaos damage and life. Using a Watcher Eye with non-channeling skills have minus to total mana cost while affected by clarity. We're using many tattoos in the build. Every signal dexterity node is changed to 2% movement speed. Exception here because we need dexterity for our gems. We're taking Pathfinder as our Ascendancy. On your first lab we take Nature Reprisal. I'm leveled with Toxic Rain, so this node was game changer in the early X. Second lab, Nature's Adrenaline. Now you're generating flash charges. Third lab, Nature's Boon. For the last 2 points, this build doesn't have good node tables, so I just picked up the small nodes here. Gem and Gemling, starting with our clear skill in our weapon, Caustic Arrow, Empower, Awakened Witch's Projectiles, Swift Application, Awakened Void Manipulation, Awakened Arrow Nova. Or bossing skill, Toxic Rain, Awakened Vicious Projectiles, Efficacy, Empower, Divergent Mirage Archer, and Void Manipulation. In our gloves, Enlighten, Malevolence, Grace, Haste. In our boots, or cast when damage taken setup, cast when damage taken, Immortal Call, Despair, and Blink Arrow. In our helmet, Clarity, Anomalous Withering Step, Blood Rage, Ancient Support. I hope you enjoyed this video about move and speed stacking Pathfinder. If you have any question, please let me know in the comment section below. Also, I would like to say thank you to my Patreons for supporting me. Thanks again, guys. Thanks for watching. I was Bridget. See you next time.